Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here continuing our NASCAR Heat 5 NASCAR Cup Series season. And today we head to race 7, 8, and 9 as we go to Kentucky, Las Vegas, and Martinsville. As a recap for what's happened so far in this series, in the first week we won Daytona, got second at Atlanta and Auto Club, then 18th at Charlotte, first at Darlington, first at any road course. So we have 3 wins, and we are ahead Kyle Busch in points by 5 points. Las Vegas, or Kentucky, Las Vegas, and Martinsville, though, are going to be interesting. I'm not worried about Martinsville. Martinsville, I'm relatively confident in, but Kentucky and Las Vegas, mile and a halves are not tracks that suit me well. Atlanta is one that's a little bit of an outlier for me, but I mean, you see it in Charlotte at 18th. I don't have the utmost confidence in my driving on the mile and a half. It's just one of those things that it doesn't suit me as well as the road courses or the short tracks. So if there's a place that we're gonna drop a few wins potentially, we're gonna drop some points. It's gonna be at these tracks. We'll make it up when we go to Martinsville or whatever. But I mean, Kentucky is one that I'm not as bad at. But something like a Las Vegas, I'm definitely not confident. Kentucky, I think I can get like a top 5. I think it's doable. A Las Vegas, we're gonna have to find out. But yeah, mile and a half just do not suit me. Once we get a little more tire wear, like the car kind of comes to me a little bit. But yeah, not necessarily my track for sure. Across the line, 18th. Again, not a big shock there that we're going to start 18th at this track, but let's see if we can make some moves through this field.
Good day. Stay sharp. Be ready. Inside.
I think it should be plausible that we make up a few spots, cut down. Busher was going to fill that hole as we file in behind a Reddick here. So we got Reddick and Chase Elliott as our 2 cars in front of us. Then we got Ryan Blaney,
Nobody out back.
Matt Kenseth, Michael McDowell.
Got one outside now.
Whoa! Kenseth almost turned us there. Alright, up into 13th. EJ McLeod, why are you up here, dude?
All clear.
Blaney with a big wobble there. It seemed like, here we go, down to the inside. Are we going to get by Blaney and Boyer? Is it possible?
They left.
Yes.
Careful,
Yes, we did it. We did it. We got by Boyer. Let's go. Up into 11th. Again, we just got to wet on that tire. We're waiting for this car to come alive. It is possible, I think, to get a solid result here. Again, I don't know about the win, but I think a solid result is on the cards here for us. Again, currently in 11th. We got Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, the next 2 in front of us. Picking up the draft off Busch down the straight. Gonna help get us way closer. We also got William Byron and Alex Bowman as the next two. So we can definitely pick up some key spots here. We can make some of these drafts work, make some of these runs work. And one more spot will put us into the top 10. We're gonna get that draft off Keselowski here. Jimmy Johnson just pulled up out of nowhere. That's interesting. He kind of got a little bit of a run going. He passed William Byron. That's going to put us into the top 10, but Jimmy Johnson, with a good run, puts himself into the top 10. Honestly, for a second, I saw Jimmy Johnson. I thought it was Alex Bowman. I'm like, wait, Alex Bowman's in front of us. Jimmy Johnson going to save it. Yes. I don't look at an Ally car and think Jimmy Johnson. I look at the Ally 48 and think Alex Bowman. I look at a 48 and I'll definitely think it's Jimmy Johnson. But when it's Ally, like I've said before, it's very weird because like he only had Ally for what, 2 seasons? 19 and 20. So I mean, Bowman's been in it 21, 22, and 23. So Bowman's been in the Ally 48 longer than Jimmy Johnson. You see Jimmy Johnson, you think loser. It's just a thing. Jimmy Johnson back by us. He's got a good car. He's definitely got a good car. Pulled up, saved it from getting slid sideways, and is continuing along. So next up in front of us is Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch definitely running away a little bit here. Let's see if we can keep Jimmy Johnson behind us and get Joey Logano now. Jimmy Johnson, he's moving. He's moving for sure. Oh, we're gonna hit the wall a little bit there. Oh boy, yep, wore up the track. This is where it becomes interesting. Do the tires come to us at Kentucky? Obviously, they came to us at Atlanta. Comes to us at a lot of these tracks. The tire wear is key. Is that going to come to us at Kentucky, though? Can we make it work here? Johnson pulling away now, so a little bit of room to kind of run, do our own thing here. Right on that yellow line. 51% tire wear. We're definitely going to be in a tire situation as this race closes in. If you guys missed our Xfinity Series video, we raced at Iowa. We had a very interesting scenario where everybody picked at the end of the race. I was the only one that didn't because I didn't need to. There was no need. Tires were going fine. You know, they were worn out a little bit, but I wasn't crashing. I wasn't spinning. Fuel was okay, so I was very confused why everybody pit. My thought is, are we going to see something similar here at Kentucky where everybody pits while these tires just start to wear a little bit? I mean, we see it here. Logano fell back a little bit. Johnson's coming back to us now. He definitely pulled away. But now he's coming back to us. So, you know, what are we going to do there? It feels like Kyle Busch and it looks like Denny Hamlin are the next two after Jimmy Johnson. And it feels like those drivers are a little closer than they were. So I'm kind of wondering, like, is this track kind of falling off a little bit for some of these drivers? You know, is this tire wear problem? Caution's out. Damn. That's going to hurt my run. I think I was in a good spot. I hope that damage at the front nose doesn't do too much. You see, when we got damage at Charlotte, it absolutely killed our run. We fell through the field. I mean, everybody's bunched up here. you know, I got a little just too much on the apron.
Careful, still there. Careful,
And with
still
those
there.
worn out tires, I just went around. There's no saving it. Oh my god, this thing definitely does not drive like it did. Ugh.
Stay
Damn.
left. Bottom looks good. Clear to the right. Nobody out back.
I felt I was making progress too. That's unfortunate.
Outside, outside. All right, clear outside. Left side. Clear all around. Clear and behind you. All clear, no pressure from behind. One back. Caution's out. Wave them off.
Let's take a gamble here. Repair our
Clear
damage.
the green, driver.
Put on some new tires.
Almost ready. Got a headlight out on your bumper.
And
Here we
let's
go.
see what we can do. How many cars
Still there.
can we pass?
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Top three, use it if needed. All right, let's go. White
So we
flag.
pitted from 8th.
Hard from the outside. Outside. All right, clear outside.
Can we get back anywhere near that?
Stay left. All clear. Careful, still there. 9th.
19th. Okay. That doesn't necessarily reflect our race result at all. Martin Truex gets a win there. I felt I raced well at Kentucky. I think if I didn't have my spin, I would have been in a good spot. I think that that was one of those things where had I called that strategy before, instead of staying out, like right when I crashed, I pit, put on new tires, I think I could have made it work. But I had 2 laps. So the fact that I drove up to 19th from last in 2 laps obviously shows that had I done that earlier and then maybe had that second caution,
Green.
that maybe at that point things could have been a little bit better for me, but yeah, there was no way that we made that whole thing. I was hoping to try to get up to 8th, but 19th was the best we could do. Las Vegas is not a track I'm very confident in racing at, so you know, I felt good about Kentucky. I felt good where we were. I think we had a solid spot. But here,
1 to go.
this is going to be difficult. If we can get a top 15, I'll be happy. So this is going to be the same amount of laps as Kentucky. too much on the apron. Too much on the apron. Cut close to that grass. 32.7. Was at the same spot, 18th, as we were in Kentucky. So we're going to start 16th. A few cars in front of us had some issues.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Coming to the green.
A lot of Joe Gibbs cars in front row. 3 of the top 4. The only one not in the front is right next to us, which is Eric Jones.
High lane's clear.
Alright, same as the last race. We're going to cut down from the high side in front of Chris Buescher.
Still there.
And we're just going to hope for a similar thing. We can make up a few spots and, you know, wait out tire wear, basically.
Still there. Got a car high now.
Matt Kenseth's going somewhere.
Clear all around.
Alright, so we got Bowman in front of us. Again, we're in a similar spot. We're trying to work on getting into the top 10. I mean, it's not much different from racing at Kentucky. Just I feel like I don't run as well here as I run in Kentucky. So again, we're in 12th, working on trying to catch up to this group. We're a little bit separated from them, so getting to the bumper of Keselowski, getting to the bumper of Bowman, bumper of is that Blaney? What is Keselowski doing, dude? See, we just don't have the same speed through here. I feel like we had a little bit more at the last race. Just wait it out, see if we can maybe start catching some of these guys. Keselowski, once again, trying to catch him. Running kind of decent through the corner. We kind of left Matt Kenseth behind. Kind of in a spot on our own here. We're 0.6 behind Keselowski. We're 0.6 ahead of Kenseth. Like, I don't know.
Back it down.
All right, caution is out. We're not going to pit. If there's a later caution, we may opt to pit once everybody's on their older tires. Because again, if I'm on older tires, I'm okay with that.
Still there.
Oh, this is Clint Boyer. This is not
Looking inside
like
now.
in front of us. It's Boyer. Keselowski really slowed down there. I think he thought Boyer was pulling down. Did not. That almost set off a crash. Here we go, though. Working on getting by Boyer.
Nobody out back. Time to go. Next time by. Stay low. Stay low. At your bump.
And we finally worked our way to the top 10, but for some reason our car just took off there. Wow. Wow, Kurt Busch gonna save it after getting hit hard there.
Stay to your right.
Going to the track, we got into him very hard. Boy, you're gonna bump us way up the track. I'm not going to take too kindly to that, though.
Stay low.
What the hell, dude?
Clear all around.
Into the back Keselowski. We got a massive run going in this corner. So what happened to Truex, though? His car kind of fell off with these,
Stay low.
at this restart here. He was up towards the front with the other drivers up there.
Now.
Kyle Busch and those guys.
Still there. Clear right. That was a great one.
Finally clear Keselowski. Pulling up to Kurt Busch now.
Hold your line.
Massive run to the corner. Wow. We're going to get by Chase Elliott as well. We're going to get by Alex Bowman. And Ryan Newman's the next driver. Again, we're in a spot. We got the draft from a lot of these cars. And tires are starting to wear out. And that is typically my runs come alive here.
Wow. That was your best lap ever. Clear to the right.
So in front of us is Blaney, Logano, and... or is that De Benedetto? Let's find out.
Yellow's out.
Blaney. Alright, so we got Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano.
Have a good day. Stay sharp. Green flag.
How many laps to go?
Inside. Clear behind.
4 laps to go here.
One back. Look outside. He's outside. He's outside there by himself.
Denny Hamlin gonna help Blaney. I'm gonna take it 3 wide with Logano and Blaney. Getting a run from Kyle Busch, who's absolutely dominated this race and is your current points leader. After I had my bad race in Kentucky. My bad finish. But we're going to go to the lead here in Las Vegas. With only 3 laps remaining. Cautions fell right for us in this race so far with some of that tire wear. These runs we're getting here towards the end really pulling up. Once that first caution kind of grouped us back, because we were kind of stuck chasing Keselowski. There's nothing we could do. But once we got grouped up, kind of got that draft, we were able to stick with some cars, and we were on our way to 4th, I think, at the time. And it just worked out. It's interesting, NASCAR is the only game that I really like to have a car that's just sliding around. Give me a car in NASCAR games that just slides all around, and I will love that so much. That I can just go and anywhere I need to go. You give me a car in another game that's sliding around, I'm like, Brett, what is this? But you give me a car in this game, we're gone. Half a lap to go at Las Vegas. All is left behind us. Joey Logano 1 second behind. Let's just not make a mistake here in 3 and 4. And that's going to put us in a brilliant spot. Come off of 4. And we're going to win in Las Vegas. And a shocking win. Not a track we would expect to win at. But we have. We won Las Vegas. Wow. What a race that was. There is one more in this episode, though. We still have to go to Martinsville. See what we can do there. But winning Las Vegas, giving us another win on the season. You know, some of these mile-and-a-half tracks, we didn't have as bad runs as I thought we were going to, especially when, you know, you get in those old tires. It just seems to work out for them. You know, Kentucky was a solid race. It did pit late, and that kind of put us in 19th. Atlanta, Again, on the old tires, we were in a spot where we're chasing down the winner, which I think was Denny Hamlin. We're chasing him down. We were very, very close in Atlanta. We probably could have got the win had we had another lap or two on that restart, I believe, that we had there. Charlotte was the only one that was really, really a disappointment. But we'll take it and move on to Martinsville. So, point standings. We're still second to Kyle Busch, but not by much. We definitely closed that gap in a little bit. So far, winners and drivers locked in the playoffs: Kyle Busch, myself, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Cole Custer are your race winners. So, the last race of today's video and of this week's NASCAR content. We're going to Martinsville. Let's see what we can do here. Xfinity 500. No need to qualify here.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here. Inside. Clear left. Clear left. All clear. Right side.
We drove on that grass to that whole corner. Made up a good amount of
Nobody out
spots.
back. All clear.
So slow through some of these
Careful,
corners.
still there.
Especially when you just get stuck here and everybody else in front of you just going real slow. I want to go faster, guys.
All clear. No pressure from behind. You're all clear up top. You got room. You're clear. Back it down. Back it down. Left side. All clear.
That's what you get, dude.
Clear all around. Have a good day. Stay sharp.
Sometimes I just get
Go, go,
real.
go.
Someone does some dumb shit, I just
Looking
fucking lose
outside
it.
now.
Take somebody out, which is not good.
Right side. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
Hey, you wanna, have a nose there? Try to,
Got a car
get me out the way like that.
Clear all around. All
I have the
clear,
spot on
all
him.
clear. No
Get back
pressure
out.
from behind.
So we can get spun.
Good job.
That was
Right
not
side.
good.
Clear all around. Careful, still there.
So we got Blaney, we got Kozlowski,
Right side.
we got Truex, we got Newman. All those next drivers we're gonna pass.
From behind. Clear all around.
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch,
Got a car coming high.
Kurt
Clear
Busch.
all around.
Kurt Busch has like somehow almost gotten spun like
Still
3
there.
times.
All clear.
Matt DiBenedetto and Matt Kenseth are the next 2 and final 2 drivers in front of me. And our quest to win Martinsville in our quest to win 2 races today
Nobody out back.
in this episode. As we continue our push through this series, kind of want to give a little bit more of a breakdown of it so far. I think that Cup has been our second best series. 4 wins in 8 races. Xfinity's right there with 7 wins in 9 races. And Xfinity's been our best. Second in New Hampshire, 8th in Dover, the only race we didn't win. Cup, we've had a little bit more of a struggle. Atlanta and Auto Club both seconds. Charlotte 18th and Kentucky 19th. So a few tracks in that we haven't won at. You look at something like the Truck Series, and I think we only have 3 or 4 wins in the same amount of races, but the ones we didn't win were a lot worse. And I think we had an episode we didn't win a race. So it's definitely been the one that's been the most struggle for me. So Kansas is getting into lap traffic, but for some reason my car is not turning.
Still there. All clear. No pressure.
You know, I said at some of the other tracks I like the tire wear. Yeah, Martinsville's not one of them. Bruh. Who are you?
Stay to your left. Clear all around.
Wow. Wow, we almost took out Kansas there. That was
Nobody out back.
that was wild. What is going on, dude?
Nobody out back.
What just happened, dude? Like,
Be smooth out here. Have a good day. Pace cars off. Be ready. Right side.
no, I just came off that corner and just spun.
Hold your line.
I don't know if I like tried to power down too early or what, but like,
Outside. Outside. All clear. Right side. Car outside.
the good news is I repaired all my car
Right side's clear.
and I got new tires.
Hard from the outside. Outside.
So I'm in a spot where hopefully everybody in front of me is starting to struggle. Struggle to make some of these corners a little bit. Struggle on power down. Hopefully that puts me in a spot that I can, you know, start to go by some of these guys once again.
Clear to the right. Outside.
Because I mean, these new tires have been
Clear
very, very
outside.
beneficial. I mean, we see we're already up into 13th here. So that's good news.
Stay on the bottom. Careful, still there.
11 laps remaining.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back. Last 10 laps. Gotta focus. Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Wow, that's fast.
All right, we're up into the top 5. Gonna get by Blaney here, which will put us into the top 4. And then we got Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Matt Kenseth. Everybody on this track I've passed, except for Matt Kenseth. only driver in this race that I have not been ahead of at one point on the track.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back.
Caution is out. That shakes things up. I definitely think we were going to be in a good spot once they caught lap traffic. I still think we're going to be in a good spot here on this start.
Handful left to go. That counts 5. Outside.
We're going to get by Hamilton once again. It's just Matt Kenseth for me to pass. I'm going to get him into this corner. He's not going to have the tires for it. I am. We're going to come off the corner and once again take the lead late in one of these races, just as we did in Las Vegas. Only a few laps to go. We're going to take the lead. All right, 3 to go. Across the line will be 2 to go.
2 this time by.
Matt Kenseth absolutely dominated this race. Led a majority of it. We were catching him earlier. Tires started to fall off. We drifted off this corner. Big crash. We were fortunate not to get a DNF out of it, honestly. And here we are at Martinsville, on our way to win number 5 on the season. Let's go.
Fantastic job.
You'll love to see it. What a race win that was. It's burnout time. Let's go. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely amazing performance here. I'm so thrilled that we got this thing done. I killed the car, I think. Let's go. Once again, that puts us first in points at the end of the episode. We did recover from our performance in Kentucky with a win in Las Vegas and the win here in Martinsville. That put us, look at me driving on the grass. That put us in a good spot. And we are tied with Kyle Busch on points. So he's had a very consistent season by the looks of it here. With that one win though. So we're going to have many more points going into the playoffs. I mean, I'm going to have 25, he's going to have 5. So I got a 20-point advantage over him playoff point-wise from these wins. So, and there'll be a little bit more for the bonus points of who gets the highest spots. So maybe if he can finish ahead of me in points, but we'll see. What tracks are left? I think we have 6 races left for the playoffs. Yeah, we're just at the halfway point of this season. So next episode we have Michigan, New Hampshire, and New Hampshire. I wanted to do a doubleheader back-to-back kind of thing. So we're going to have that. And then in 2 weeks, Worldwide Technology Raceway finishes up the regular season, and we start the playoffs with Sonoma and Watkins Glen. And then a few weeks after that, it's Texas, Talladega, and Richmond. And then after that, the final 2, Pocono and Homestead. This round I'm a little worried about, though. Looking at the second round, I mean, first round we got Walker's Gun and Sonoma. I'm pretty confident I can get some points there. But this round, Talladega, Richmond, and Pocono. I don't think I've won Richmond or Pocono. Let's see. Pocono, no wins. Richmond, no wins. How have we done in the other series at Pocono and Richmond? Pocono, no wins. Richmond, no wins. And then in the trucks, it's going to be the same thing. Pocono, 0 and 7. Richmond, 0 and 5. So that's really, because I have not won them and I try to do the shortest races. It's Pocono and Richmond. Definitely not tracks I'm confident in. Of course, Talladega is a little different. 1 and 6. Xfinity Series at Talladega. 1 and 3. And the Cup Series at Talladega. We're 1 and 4. So we got 3 wins. Of course, a lot of losses, but Talladega will give you that. So the only super speedway we got Daytona. We're 2 and 5. Cup, Xfinity at Daytona. We are 2 and 2. In the trucks at Daytona, we are 4 and 5. So super speedways, Talladega seems to be the one that's a little bit more of a problem for me. So are we gonna make the championship race? I have to wait and find out. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys in the next one.